Gin & Co. I'm Tanya Cruz, and we are situated in the beautiful Casterbridge Lifestyle Centre in White River, South Africa. Behind me is my 400-litre pot still, where we manufacture our range of craft gins. We hope that you'll enjoy the tasting experience with us today, and that you'll possibly come and visit us soon.
Welcome to our conservation trio gin tasting. My name is Slobi. I'll be assisting you with the gin tasting today. So the gins that you're going to be tasting are handcrafted at Gin & Co. in Casterbridge Lifestyle Centre, White River in South Africa. So the gins that you're going to be tasting are in support of conservation. So we have Guardian African Gin and Safari African Gin, which is number 2, and number 3 we have Wahos Wooded Gin. And then we're going to be starting our tasting with number 1, which is the Guardian African Gin. Guardian African Gin is in support with Sandparks, and 10% of our bottle sales goes to conservation. Alright, so we're going to be starting our tasting from number 1, which is our Guardian African Gin. So you can grab your glass for me and smell it. I'm sure on the nose you'll pick up lots of citrus. So number 1 has lots of botanicals in it. It has 11 botanicals. To name a few, there's juniper berries, speckworm, baobab fruit, coriander, lemon zest, and orange zest. So you can go ahead and add a tiny sip as well. So I'm picking up a lot of citrus, also getting hints of coriander as well. Alright, so you can go ahead and add a block of ice on number 1. Swirl your glasses in circular motion. Alright, then you can stop and hold your glasses up to your face level so you can see on the inside of the glass there'll be a lining that goes around the glass. So those are called the oils of the gin. In wine they call them legs, tears or sugar. In gin we call them oils. So this process is called the releasing of the serpent. That's when the flavors of the gin are released into the drink. So now if you can smell it again, I'm sure you'll pick up more of a citrus flavor or different flavors. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and add some tonic to it. So this one goes very well with just normal Indian tonic, and then you can taste it. That's really good. You can have this all day. Alright, then we're going to garnish it, number 1, with a slice of orange. Add one, and then you can give it a good stir. And then you can taste it again with the orange. I'm sure you can agree with me that this is a very good combination.
So my name is Tebuho, and I'll be walking you through the next drink. So this one is called the Safari African Gin. Also made here in Gin & Co. So it's got lots of interesting botanicals. So it's got African potato bush, it has marula, and wild ginger. Alright, so you can go ahead and grab your glass, you can nose it and take a tiny sip. So you should be able to pick up on that juniper flavor, but also there's a subtle sweetness, and that comes from the marula that's in the gin. So now we're going to add just 1 block of ice to the drink. So I'm going to give it a good swirl and release the serpents. And still you should be able to notice the oils on the glass. So once you've swirled it, you can take another sip. You should be able to pick up on more flavors now, because the water just takes away from the sharpness and allows you to really pick up on the different flavors that are in the gin. So now we're going to add a touch of tonic to our drink. Going to give it another good swirl, and then we're going to try it with the tonic. So I'm able to pick up on a lot more flavors now, and the tonic helps, adds a little bit more sweetness, and just makes the whole experience nicer. Right, so now we're going to add our garnish. I'm going to start off with the dry strawberries. And we're going to be using a spice. So the spice is all of the different botanicals we use to make the gin. So we just combine them, and we add a sprinkle, just to complement and bring out the flavors that are in the gin. So you're going to give that a good stir. And you'll try it with the botanicals in it. So straight away I can taste the strawberries. They add a little bit of sweetness to the drink, and it's a whole lot more spicy with the botanicals, with the spices that I've added as well.
Hi there, my name is Pilani. So I will be taking you through our number 3, which is the Wild Horse Wooded Gin. So Wild Horse is distilled with 12 different botanicals, and then it's aged in French oak. Alright, so for now, for our tasting, if you could just please pick up the glass number 3 and smell it. You should be able to pick up the warmness of caramel in it, or a thick toffee that complements the juniper in the drink. So if you don't mind, you can take a tiny sip. Yes, juniper comes first, but then you definitely do get the wooden part of the Wild Horse. So now if you add your block of ice, so we can, like my colleague said, we release the serpent and then we check for the oils of the gin. Alright. And then you can just give it a good swirl. And then we check for the oils, as you can see them through the glass. And then let's smell it this time. Even better. So it has more of a more caramel smell to it, and then you get the thick toffee on your taste, but then you still get the wooden part of the gin. So now if we add our tonic to it, alright, let's try it with the tonic. So this is actually one of our sipping gins, so you can either have it with tonic or you can just have it neat or on ice. So let's try it with the tonic, please. Yeah, okay. Even refreshing. So if you're a whiskey lover and you're not a fan of gin, this would be your product, because then now we actually have something that is wooded and still gives you the wooden taste, so you do not get lost in the process. So for number 3, we use cinnamon as garnish, or if you have or they are available to your reach, you can use a cassia bark or you can use an apple. So we're going to add cinnamon to our glass, and then we can use a wooden stirrer to just give it a good swirl. So the cinnamon can actually release its own flavor, so it enhances the refreshment in our drink. Alright, let's try it with the garnish. Even better with the cinnamon. So I hope you're going to enjoy the wooded gin, and thank you.
Thank you for doing our Conservation Trio tasting today. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the more you drink, the more you conserve. So with that in mind, go online to www.thegincompany.co.za and order a bottle or 2, or if not a case, take it home and drink with your friends. Remember, you're doing it for conservation. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.